Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic and welcome to Comic Fights. This week we have a recommendation by user Michael Burke who says, let's see Zatanna versus Scarlet Witch. And 5 people liked it, so at least there's 6 people that want to see this happen. So let's do it. Let's start with Zatanna. Zatanna is one of the most powerful magic users in the DC universe. When the Justice League has a magical problem they need to figure out, she's the one they go to. She recites incantations, and she does it backwards. And that is kind of how she makes magic happen. She has access to all sorts of different spells, but very traditional ones, so like fire-based, ice-based, things like that. She can fly, she can do force fields, and she can wipe people's memories, which is super cool. In terms of how much control she has over her abilities, she has exceptional control. She knows exactly what she's doing, but she hasn't yet reached the limits of what she can do, so she doesn't really know how much potential she has. So there could potentially be very powerful things down the road for her. The only known limitation of her power is that she can't bring people back from the dead. Anything else is doable as long as she knows the incantation and is able to read or say it. So that's why one of her weaknesses is if she's reciting something, people tend to go for the hit and take her out kind of in her moment of vulnerability. So now let's look at Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff. She was originally thought to be a mutant, but it's turned out in recent stories that she is actually genetically tinkered with by a character called the High Evolutionary. Scarlet Witch's basic ability is to wield chaos magic, which basically means to alter probability, make things a bit more chaotic. So one way that she does this is through hex bolts. So she can kind of shoot these bolts of energy, and when they hit you, they kind of alter what's happening. So maybe they make you trip. Maybe some more drastic ones include making someone spontaneously combust. Things just do not turn out well. Her powers are often unpredictable and sometimes uncontrollable. On a larger scale, her chaos magic sometimes is able to disrupt other magic users, like characters like Dormammu, that kind of their abilities are interfered with her chaos magic. Wanda is actually one of the only Avengers that Ultron is actually afraid of because he has no resistance to magic. Just a little note. Another thing that's recently been explored in her origin is that she was blessed by this demon when she was a baby called Chthon. And no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, Chthon. And basically he is using her as a conduit for this chaos magic, so that's what gives her so much power. But that also means that her energy is tied to him. So there's been a storyline where his power was disrupted, and that means her power was taken away. So if someone was able to figure out that there's a connection and somehow sever that, they could potentially cut her powers off. But because she's this conduit, she not only has the genetically engineered stuff that the High Evolutionary gave her, but now she's blessed by a demon. So that is why she's so powerful and can do things like basically alter reality. So storylines like the House of M and Decimation, things where she is basically either making mutants the dominant race or eliminating mutants altogether. She has the ability to alter the entire landscape of the Marvel Universe. She has erased people from existence and also brought people back from non-existence. Wanda's biggest weakness is probably her mental stability. She's gone through a lot. A lot of people have died close to her, and she has just kind of gone off a couple times. So this means that her magic is often uncontrollable, unpredictable, even for chaos magic, that she has just lost it. So that's the basic gist of what each one can do. Gonna put it out there, I'm not as familiar with Zatanna, so if you know of some of those epic moments for her, put them in the comments, because I see a lot of people wanting this fight to happen, but it's looking like it's a win for Scarlet Witch unless you can show me what has Zatanna done. What are some of the big moments that shows that she has that potential to step to Scarlet Witch? So let me know in the comments. Tell me which person you think would win this fight. And as always, give me suggestions for future weeks that you want to debate about. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.